My name is Mayumi Yamamoto, 28 years old. I live with my husband Takashi, who is 4 years older, and our 3-year-old son Yuta. Takashi works for some trading company. His pay's decent. I also work part-time, but it's more about staying connected with people than just paying the bills. I work like 3 days a week, 3 to 4 hours each shift, so it's not too demanding. From the outside, we probably look like a happy family. But lately, Takashi's been getting on my nerves. The thing is, he's kinda childish and always griping about me focusing too much on Yuta.
Man, the boss keeps picking apart my presentations, you know? I'm doing fine, but he's just looking for flaws.
Sounds tough, huh?
Mommy, can I have some water?
Sure thing, honey. I'll grab it for you.
Hey, I'm not finished here. Are you even listening?
Sorry, but Yuta needs water.
He can get it himself, right? Yuta, Daddy's talking to Mommy right now, so zip it.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's the situation. Takashi can't handle not being the center of attention. So actually, I met Takashi back in my freshman year of college. He was a senior, and we were both in the same club. Hey, nice to meet you all. Looking forward to enjoying the activities with you guys.
Hey, you're a freshman, huh? I'm Takahashi Yamamoto. Nice to meet you too. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me.
He made a pretty good first impression. Seemed kind, friendly, and reliable. But at that time, we were just pals for about a year. Nothing romantic. Then about 2 months after he graduated, he confessed his feelings for me. And since I thought he was alright, we started dating. But soon after, I started noticing some stuff about him that got on my nerves. He was pretty jealous, and always wanted to know who I was talking to, even my friends. Like one time when I was on the phone with a club buddy. Yeah, okay then. Talk to you later.
Who was that? What were you guys talking about?
Just Sota. We were chatting about the upcoming club event. Sota is a classmate from the club.
He's overstepping. He knows you're with me. Yet he's calling you without permission? He's messing with me!
Chill out. It's not like we're plotting anything. Plus, he's just a friend, you know.
Nah, sneaking behind someone's back like that is just rude. I gotta have a serious chat with him next time.
What? Don't do that. I'll die of embarrassment. Anyway, despite those things I didn't like, Takashi was mostly a decent guy, so I stuck with him. Then I got pregnant, and we ended up having a kind of rushed wedding. I bet once the baby's born, he'll step up. They say being a dad changes you, right? At that time, I didn't really think much deeper about it. But surprise, surprise! Once the baby came, Takashi was even more discontent. So like, when Yuta was being all fussy and wouldn't knock out for bedtime.
What's taking so long? We were supposed to watch a movie tonight.
Yeah, we were. But Yuta's having a tough time settling down. Just give me a bit more time, okay?
Why can't you just leave him be? He's a kid. He'll fall asleep eventually. Plus, I had plans first.
But there's nothing I can do about it. Can you not compete with our own kid? Recently, since Yuta has started talking more, Takashi's been super competitive.
Hey, remember that guy Yamamoto I mentioned the other day? He got chewed out by the boss big time today.
Oh, really? What went down?
He messed up the order numbers, wrote down 100 cases instead of 10, and then has the nerve to tell others to double-check their work. He's useless, you know. Tough on others, but easy on himself.
Ah, yeah, those types exist, huh?
Mommy, look, I made dumplings today. Quit chit-chatting during dinner. And you haven't touched your carrots. Eat quietly.
You don't have to talk to him like that.
It's cool. If you yap during meals, you won't grow up right. Anyways, I was saying... What's with that look? Got something to say?
Nah, it's not like that. But if you're telling him to eat quietly, then let's all eat quietly.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't want to hear what I'm saying? Fine, forget it.
No need to get so worked up, right? And you didn't touch your carrots either.
I'm an adult. I can do what I want.
So until now, I've avoided arguments and tried not to provoke him, but I couldn't ignore this anymore. So I finally mustered up the courage and confronted him about it. You're being way too harsh on Yuta. Your language is rough and you hardly ever play with him. You're his dad. Come on, step up and be more of a dad. I feel sorry for him. Then Takashi dropped something unexpected.
That's because of you. You're always focused on Yuta and never on me.
We are parents, you know. It's only natural that we prioritize our kid.
I'm not okay with that. When we got married, you promised to love me forever. Was that a lie?
It's not that I don't love you, but we can't stay in a relationship like lovers forever. We have a kid now, so it's natural for our lives to revolve around him. At this point, as much as he was sulking...
I get it. Having a child changes things.
Seemed like he reluctantly agreed. He might not change so drastically, but I felt somewhat relieved, thinking at least he wouldn't complain anymore about me putting our kid first. But soon after, Yuta said something unbelievable.
Hey, Mommy, am I not allowed to stay here anymore?
What? Where did you get that idea? Of course you can stay here. Yuta, you're our precious kiddo, and you can stay in this house as long as you want.
But Daddy said you can't stay here anymore.
What are you talking about? That's crazy. What's going on? This sudden bombshell threw me into a panic. Maybe Takashi was jealous of Yuta and said something mean to him. It's insane to say something like that to our 3-year-old son. Is he even sane? I had to confront Takashi. Hey, we need to talk. With a firm tone, I started. Then...
Perfect timing. I have something important to say too.
Takashi said casually. But what he said next blew my mind.
I'm thinking of putting Yuta up for adoption. I'm not cut out to be a dad, so it's better for him.
Huh? What are you even saying?
I've already talked to my brother and his wife. See, they don't have kids. So I'm going to have them take care of Yuta.
Are you out of your mind? Are they even okay with that?
Of course they are. They said they think Yuta is adorable. Plus, I've realized I'm not cut out for parenting. Having kids doesn't leave much time for us, and that frustrates me. And when I'm frustrated, I'm not good for Yuta. So, if my brother and his wife take care of Yuta, it's better for both of us.
You're frustrated? Do you even realize what you're saying?
Of course I do. But there's nothing I can do about it. I get irritated when you ignore me to talk to Yuta. I just want you to prioritize me above all else. You said you love me, right?
I was speechless at his selfish and irrational argument. What is wrong with this guy? Should I just divorce him? The idea grew stronger with each passing day. But with Yuta in the picture, it wasn't an easy decision. Then one day... Hey! Isn't that Sota? Long time no see. As I strolled into a cafe solo, I spotted Sota, an old college buddy. I was stoked to bump into him and ended up losing track of time as we caught up. Mid-chat, I couldn't help but spill about Takashi. Yeah, he's just insanely jealous all the time, and it's driving me nuts. Then Sota dropped a bombshell looking sorry.
Actually, I've been trying not to stress you out, but he's been hitting up me and some other classmates.
To my shock, turns out Takashi had been calling up our old classmates, thinking they were having an affair with me and warning them off. Now that I thought about it, I hadn't been invited to any alumni stuff lately. Was that his doing? My life's gonna be a mess if I don't do something about it. So I took the plunge and talked to my parents. Oh my goodness, is that what's been going on? If so, the divorce is the only way. Guys that possessive never change.
How old is he now? Still acting like a middle schooler even with a kid? You gotta dump him right away.
How old is he now? Still acting like a middle schooler even with a kid. You gotta dump him right away. Both folks were all in on the divorce. So in that moment, my mind was made up. First things first, I had to reach out to my brother-in-law and his wife. Thankfully, they're both sensible people, so they wouldn't just take Takashi's word for it. But if I'm going for a divorce, I gotta have a real talk with them. So I gave them a call, and sure enough, Takashi had been making decisions solo.
Adopting Yuta? We never talked about that. Yeah, we think he's cute, but we decided not to have kids to keep our freedom.
No way we'd adopt him.
Chatting more, it became clear there were some wires crossed. Turns out, Takashi once asked my brother-in-law to watch Yuta. My brother-in-law thought it was just for a couple of days while he traveled or something, but Takashi thought he agreed to adopt Yuta. Takashi's idiocy spread to my in-laws fast through my brother-in-law. That ticked off my in-laws, and even with the divorce talk, they had my back. I'm really sorry about my stupid son. My bad for raising him wrong, and now you're paying for it. But remember, if you're okay with it, you're always welcome to visit with Yuta. My brother-in-law and his wife were like, we gotta straighten him out once and for all.
We gotta straighten him out, once and for all.
They were just as mad. And then one day, some time had passed since then. While we were having dinner, my brother-in-law and his wife showed up.
Hey Yuta, long time no see. Mom and Dad seem to have something important to discuss. So why don't you come play with me? I'll buy you some ice cream from the convenience store.
He tried to take Yuta out with him. Takashi went, oh bro, so you're adopting Yuta? If you had let me know, I would have taken him to you myself.
Oh bro, so you're adopting Yuta? If you had let me know, I would have taken him to you myself.
He was all cheerful. My brother-in-law shot him a sharp look and said,
looks like Mayumi's got something big to talk about with you, so I'm just leaving you guys alone. What's up with the big talk?
I'll cut to the chase. We're getting a divorce.
What? What's that all of a sudden?
Isn't it obvious? What about all the things you've done to Yuta? Always acting like you're the main deal, just like a kid. I can't deal with someone who can't step up and be a real dad.
But you married me, so isn't it obvious you're supposed to only love me, huh? I've been giving you all my love.
I heard you've been telling my friends not to hit me up, right? Is controlling my life your way of showing affection?
Shut up! It's because you make me worry about you. If you just focused on me, I wouldn't have to do such things.
All right, I get it. There's no point in talking to you anymore. Just to let you know, your mom and dad are okay with the divorce. They agree that you're not fit to be a dad. My words sent Takashi into a rage. Just then, the door swung open and my father-in-law barged in. He delivered a powerful punch right to Takashi's face.
How long will you keep embarrassing yourself, you idiot son?
He was bawling his eyes out, holding his cheek after getting punched.
What the hell? You didn't have to hit me. That hurts, you know.
At that moment, Yuta came up to him.
Yuta, are you here to comfort Daddy? Thanks, buddy. Nope, not really. I came to say bye-bye because I'm going to live in a different place from Daddy starting tomorrow. What?
I'm taking Yuta with me and leaving here for good today. You can live here alone.
What? I'm sorry. Please, reconsider.
Ignoring Takashi's pleas, I packed my things and left the house. Since I had already filled out and signed the divorce papers, I left them on the table. I heard Takashi fought the divorce till the end, but he finally gave in after his parents chewed him out. As for me, I returned to my parents' home and am living happily surrounded by my loving parents and my adorable son. Yuta is growing up happily, and I truly believe that divorcing was the right call.